Hi, this is Margaret Rosen. I just want to make sure this is recording. I'm doing the chart of Kamala Harris, and I'll be using Time Passages software. So in order to share the screen, I thought I would do Zoom. It's easier. So Kamala Harris, a vice presidential contender, is born October 20th, 1964 in Oakland, California, my home girl. I wasn't born in Oakland, but San Francisco is just right across the bridge. So, and I always voted for her as well, Attorney General every year. My dad was an attorney. He always said, if you don't know who the person is, vote for the incumbent. However, in this election, that's probably not always a good idea. You know, you need to research it yourself. But anyway, Kamala is a Sun in Libra, but it's right on the cusp. It's right on the cusp of Scorpio. She has a strong Scorpio presence. Her ascendant is Gemini, and she has the gift of communication. Her communication skills are vast. And it's her moon's in Aries. She's born to be a leader. She is a leader. She's a leader, and she leads groups and tribes, and it's in the 11th house of Aquarius. So her north node, excuse me, is sitting right on her ascendant. So she was meant to use her personality and her gift of communication in this lifetime, and she does that through a life of service. Her Mars, I'm just going to go around the wheel. Her Mars is in Leo, fiery Leo. Mars is the ruler of her moon sign Aries, so it can be combative. And she was a great prosecutor. And if you saw her on the stand prosecuting or cross-examining anyone, she's very skilled at that. And so Mars is both the ruler of Aries. She has it in Leo, a fire sign. So that makes her a leader, makes her very fiery. And it's in Gemini's house, so she leads with that. But also her Scorpio, she's got 2 planets in Scorpio. Her ascendant's ruler, Mercury, is in Scorpio. I could use my pointer. I'm not even sharing the screen. I'm sorry. Let me share the screen. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Oh, let me move some of this stuff. Okay. Okay, make sure nothing else is open. So I was talking about her strong Scorpio presence right here. She's meant for a life of service. She has Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, in Virgo, in the 4th house of the home. She also has Venus in the 4th house of the home and Uranus, 3 planets in the 4th house of the home. In Virgo, which is service, and they're opposing her Chiron in Pisces. So she does love to she loves to cook. She loves to cook. She loves the family gathering at home. And she was born to, you know, 2 parents that went to UC Berkeley. Can be a very radical campus where a lot of protests occurred. And so she grew up with that. And yeah, and so that's what she uses, that to help to bring changes. Because Uranus is all about change, sudden, unexpected change, revolt, just independence, to liberate, independence. So she was taught that from a very young age, born to her parents. And her parents show in Jupiter in the 12th house in Taurus. They were both very, very highly educated in their professions. And being from a foreign cultural lineage, African American and Indian, both with higher education. That also shows Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So that shows, as well as her seventh house of partnerships is in just well, first of all, it's on an angle. It's Libra's house, and she has her true node and the south node in Sagittarius. So that's a lot of foreign cultural partnerships, including her parents and the way she grew up, and law. Certainly, she became a prosecuting attorney. So, and the Senate passing laws, and now the vice president. So, you know, dealing with foreigners and foreign culture, she's very, very good at that. She can really bring a point home, though, with her Mercury. Mercury is the ruler of her ascendant being Gemini, North Node. Her life's path is to communicate. So boy, did she choose the right profession. I keep going back to her being a prosecuting attorney because Mercury and Scorpio can just hit the ball all the way home. You know, they go deep. They can go for the juggler. And she's very skilled and very good at what she does. At the same time, with the Sun in Libra, very poised, very poised. She could be reserved, beautiful, charming, fashionable, beautiful, diplomat. And also Libras are very diplomatic. So she could be tough and a skilled diplomat at the same time, and be charming too. And be very mutable and adaptable to the situation. However, having 5 fixed planets, modalities rather, she can be stubborn too. Scorpio is very fixed. They stick to their guns. And their guns would be Mars and Leo. That's a powerful, powerful. First of all, it's the ruler of Aries, her moon in Aries, and it's the ruler of Scorpio as well. So she's got that on fire. As a very skilled orator, I can never say that word. But yeah, she sounded great in the debates. I thought she sounded really great. And I love to watch her. I love to watch her on the stand. And I think part of it is that she's my homegirl. No, not only that, I mean, her intelligence. Jupiter is the sign of intelligence. It's the ruler of Sagittarius, so that rules law. So, you know, of course, that's been her career for most of her life. Yeah, so I just kind of went around the wheel. I'm just going to make this brief because last time it didn't even record. Yeah, so it's a tripod shape. She has Mercury, T squared to Jupiter. Those are just challenging aspects, and they're all pointing to the law. Mercury, Scorpio, pointing to the law, and cultural exchange. She also has T squared to Mars. T squared to Mars. Yeah, here. So she's a fighter. Yeah, she uses that to fight battles, and she can do it with determination, fire, determination, and she can also do it with a very strong will, but she can do it with poise too. And yeah, she's got a lot of strengths, and I did want to talk about her Chiron, service to the people. Chiron in Pisces is very full of empathy. Growing up in Berkeley, growing up in San Francisco, there's just a lot of homelessness. That is the major problem, is homelessness. And I think she would have a lot of compassion for that, especially now with all the displaced people, in California and elsewhere with all the weather-related climate change events, that she would have enormous compassion with that because, she saw a lot of that in the city as well. And Chiron is the wounded healer in Pisces. It would give her enormous sensitivity with the ability to do something about it because she has Saturn. Saturn is the ruler of Aquarius. She has that up in her midheaven as well, along with Chiron. And not only is she the ruler of groups, the head of, being a senator and, being the top of her field, also she is the leader of groups. But at the same time, she wants to be in service because of this opposition that she has to Virgo, her planets in Virgo. Virgo is all about service. So this would give her compassion and empathy, and Virgo would get it done, especially Pluto in Virgo. Pluto's the ruler of Scorpio, so that color is like Scorpio. So it would get it done. And Venus is what you like. And she likes what she does. She loves what she does. And Uranus is revolutionary. It wants to liberate. So she would want to liberate the people. And she would have compassion, I think, on other people and try to liberate them through, just different laws and, working in the capacity that she does. That's her mission. But she kind of grew up with that. So she has 3 planets of fire, 4 in earth, 5 in air. So it's dominant air, and 4 in water. So the water is Scorpio and Pisces, like Chiron again, making her, she's very, very intuitive. She does have Neptune in Scorpio, and it's trining these blue lines. It's trining, meaning they're in the same element to Chiron. So they're like speaking to each other, they're communing, they're in the same element, so they get each other and they work together and flow very nicely. So again, Neptune and Scorpio could give her enormous empathy. That would be the higher octave of Neptune, is service, is also service. And Mercury trining Chiron, and the Sun is trining it as well because it's so close to Scorpio. To 1 degree Scorpio, it's so close at 27 degrees. So mutable is her strongest trait, but she has a lot. She's got a lot of earth too. She has a lot of earth too. The Virgo, the life of service that she chose. So she is a servant. I mean, you work in public office, you're a servant of the people. And the people are up here. They're Saturn in Aquarius. So she represents, Kamala represents. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like, subscribe, and share. It's just a brief overview. And I think I covered everything. And everyone, please take care.